however you roll. I got insomnia. I have had uh, three night terrors tonight. Three night terrors with my post traumatic stress disorder. This is my third shirt. I sweat them up. The nightmares are so intense. But that's part of PTSD. Such is life. I it's really gotten bad. I believe I'm having a spiritual war, and also, I just lost my mom and dad, so I believe that's part of my PTSD being triggered. Also, hey, the prepared Irishman. Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you here. Ah, I've been real sick. I haven't been able to train, and I had my math wrong, but I thought it was 15 days. No, it was like 18 days. I hadn't even been able to train, man. I train. It helps my post-traumatic stress disorder. I fight for money professionally, but so yesterday I was like, I don't care if it kills me. I have got to start training because I'm losing muscle mass just laying in that bed, really sick. Yeah, I do MMA. Yep. And boxing and kickboxing and grappling. Anything anybody wants to do that I can make some money or settle a discrepancy. I work as a bouncer, so you know I got to keep in fighting shape because I'm not a young man. I'm 57 years old, but I'm head of security at the biggest strip club in Tampa, and used to it was only once or twice a week I had to fight, but ever since the came out, hi there, Ethan. The prepared Irishman said I did it for 25 years, and then the life got in the way. Yeah, I used to enjoy working as a bouncer, but I'm just tired of it. I really am. I'm tired of the drama. I'm just a glorified babysitter, man. But I don't know what it is. Ever since the came out, it's like not a doctor, just non-medical advice. I got to say that because of YouTube, but it affected people mentally. I don't know if it was because of the lockdown itself. I don't know if it was because of the jab. I don't know if it was because of maybe that illness has like a rabies type effect and makes you crazy. I don't know what the hell it was, but it definitely affected people in a very negative way. Now people are so violent, man. I mean, I literally every night I fight. I have to fight. I'm 57 years old. Hey, Norman, good to have you here. So, wow, 400 pounds? You the man. I got Rotary Cup issues from doing jujitsu for years, and I guess not lifting properly, but I couldn't bench 400 pounds. My shoulders can't handle it. But good for you. Good for you. That is awesome. See, guys like that, you never know, man. Just the best thing to do if you're a regular person, which I'm a regular person, ain't no different really. But well, let's say if you got a regular job, try to avoid them fights, man. You don't know. You don't know what that other person knows, especially now that MMA, is popular. Now I've been fighting. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. San Antonio said, "Hey man, I want to thank you. I've been watching you for some time now, and you're literally saved me from life. God bless you. God bless you too. I'm glad. That's a big reason why I do this channel. It really is. So thank you for that. That right there, dealing with the trolls, that makes it all worth it. Now, I can't read all these while I'm talking. I apologize for that. I'm in Central Florida. So, more closer to the Tampa area. But, Florida's not a big state, driving across. I do drive over an hour to work, though. But it is what it is. Yeah, like I said, I used to enjoy working as a bouncer. Now I'm just tired of all the drama, man. Ever since the people are like just crazy, man. It's like it gave everyone the freaking rabies or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. But I try to keep a positive attitude. Like I've been very sick, and what started this, unhealthy mind, unhealthy body, and the stress of my mom passing away and my dad passing away, and the combination, of the post-traumatic stress disorder with the terrible night sweats from a night terror, and then I would get real cold. It's just been really bad lately. The like button and please subscribe. I appreciate that. So, I'm at spiritual warfare and just dealing with it, man. So, yesterday I'm like, look, I'm losing muscle mass. I'm getting out of shape. What's my favorite book? I'll show you. This is my mom's old Bible, before she passed, but the Bible. Now, there's a lot of survival books out there. I read them all. I'm a big reader, and I did go through. Well, let's just say I've taken a lot of classes. I'm not even going to go there. But I've taken a lot of classes. So, it is what it is. But I'm just up talking, it helps. It also, y'all help me. So I appreciate that. And, the channel is under attack by a bunch of demonic, what I view as just bad people. So, if y'all could, please subscribe to the channel, because I just, I learned everything the hard way. No more drones. No more drones. No, that was just, no more drones. Thank God, because, my one neighbor, I don't think she could take it, man. I really thought she was having a nervous breakdown. She was freaking out. But me, I was just like, I was kind of excited, I mean, that's part of my post-traumatic stress disorder. When things are like potentially dangerous, I'm just smiling and having a good time, and I'm like, I'm an adrenaline junkie. It's amazing that I'm 57 years old, because most adrenaline junkies like me don't live that long, because we take a lot of chances. Yeah, they may be back. Hey, Bailey Smith, good to have you here. They may be back. It wouldn't surprise me. Really, there is really nothing that wouldn't surprise me anymore. I've seen so much. Let me fix this phone. There we go. I've seen so much and all that there's really nothing that wouldn't surprise me. If aliens landed in the front yard, it wouldn't surprise me. I really wouldn't be surprised. There's nothing that wouldn't surprise me right now. My mom and dad both died this year, so this Christmas has been a very rough one for me. It's the first, and I'm a mama's boy because my dad was meaner than a rattlesnake. So, oh, man, I miss my mom. So, if your parents are still alive, it don't matter if they're mean. It don't matter what. You need to show them some love, or you will regret that. I was a handful, and my mom helped me out my whole life. She didn't just raise me. I mean, she was literally raised me, until the day she died. I mean, and that was sometime this year. I can't even keep track of time. I got brain trauma. I hit an IE. Well, I wasn't driving, but we hit an IED, and it was bad. Lost half a bicep. A little bit of brain trauma. Not a whole lot. Well, opinions vary. Some people are like, bro. So I got some brain damage, all right? But so be it, right? So I have memory issues. And so I lose track of time all the time. Sometimes I will be riding around on my motorcycle and, on the road I've ridden down 1,000 times and I'm like, where in the hell am I at? But it is what it is, man. I'm cool with it. I'm learning to just accept things for what it is and just pray about it and deal with it. Because I've had post-traumatic stress disorder for many years, but here lately, a lesser of a man, they would do something about it. I suspect that's why, on average, we're losing 22 servicemen a day of self-deletion. But I'm going to tell you right now, this dude right here, so if it comes out All American Prepper self-deleted, no, he didn't. Nope. So the Clintons or somebody did that shit because I didn't do it. All right, Bob said, my father-in-law, my mom, and both my sisters all died this year. Oh, wow. My dad died 2 years ago. That breaks my heart, man. I'm sorry to hear that because that's savage. But that does not kill us, only makes us stronger. And for me, trials and tribulations, all this I'm going through, being sick, losing my mom, losing my dad, my PTSD is like in overtime. These other channels attacking me because, this is how I deal with it. I took a break from YouTube, and Lord behold, I come back and I realized that my channel was under attack. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I got this. I could not do this on my own. So I just give it to God because I'm not strong enough on my own to deal with it. So I'm just like, Lord, and I prayed about it and all, and really, these trials and tribulations I'm going through are literally bringing me closer to God. They are, because I found that since all this happened, and then I got really ill, and PTSD has been bad, that I've been doing a lot of praying. It's just been drawing me closer to God, so it is what it is. And that's another thing. Since I've been talking about that, I'm a Christian and all, I've lost a lot of subscribers. That's just crazy. But so if y'all could, please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. And, I believe that these other channels that are attacking me, it's their demons. It's their inner demons. It's jealousy, just a lot of things because my channels are growing and theirs is not. I have no control over that, man. So I don't know why they're mad at me, but it is what it is. over that my channel's growing and theirs is not. Well, they just sit there, most of them, and just chain smoke and smoke pot and just, they really don't talk about stuff. Normally, I talk about survivalism. I got a lot of videos on a lot of stuff. This channel is about how to live on little or no money. And, I'm a survivalist. Or, now they call us preppers, but and I've been that way my whole life. I mean, not my whole life, but since I was a teenager. Because I don't know. I just always knew, I just always felt something bad was going to happen. And I just like to be prepared for any situation that I can prepare myself for. And then, I weren't so smart because I thought I was a tough guy. And, no. So, because my dad, I'm so dang old. You could get in a bar when you were, I could go to the bar when I was 14 years old. And my dad would take me to the bar. And he thought, he was making a man out of me. And I did learn a lot about myself, but he would start a fight with the biggest, meanest man in there on purpose. And then when that dude got all angry, he'd go, I'm not going to fight you. My son is. So, 14 years old, I'm out in the parking lot fighting a grown man. And if I lost that fight, I really got it when I got home. You disgrace the family's name. My dad would wear me out. Right now, we are all in a world of shit. Yes, we are. I agree with that 100%. I absolutely, we are. If people don't realize that, smack, wake up, look around, listen, pay attention. It's bad. I mean, we are literally this close from World War III. I believe we're already at war, but that's my opinion. So I growed up like that. Next thing you know, it's black belt, taekwondo, golden gloves, boxing. It's all on my channel. I even trained my daughters, got them all the way to the Olympics in judo. And I ain't no black belt in judo, but I got them all the way there. Now, they didn't win a medal there. They had hundreds and hundreds of medals because they had to do a lot of fights to be able to make it there. Yeah, we are already there. Yes, we are. We are. I really believe that. I can feel it. At first I was like, man, dude, not only is your PTSD flaring up, but it is affecting your thinking. Because I'm like, man, we are in big trouble. Excuse me. I got to get some water in me because I worked out. Even though I've been very ill, I was like, look, it's a self-discipline. I have got to get out of bed and start working out. I got an MMA fight coming up. And laying in bed, sick, could barely get out of bed. I thought I was going to die. But I've been feeling a little better. I suspect tomorrow I want all the sweating I did and getting cold. And tonight, 3 times. Normally it's 1 time a night, the night terror, sweat, change my shirt. This is my 3rd shirt, man. So excuse me, but I got to hydrate. Water. Make sure you drink enough of good, clean, pure water. I purify my water 4 times before I drink it. That if you have weight issues, don't drink your calories. Eat them. Okay, just drink water, man. Put a little lemon in there, whatever you got to do to make it taste good. And drink water. Agua. It's good for you. And it's good for your skin and all. I'm 57 years old, I was a good-looking guy. If you look back, some of my shorts in my community, it's got me and my crew standing there, and I'm the guy with the long blonde hair holding an AK-47 and a 44 Magnum. And if you really look, because I tape my I would tape my mags together. And if you really look, man, both of those guns are loaded too, by the way. But now it's just, excuse me, it's kind of dangerous for me to own a gun. But I do still train a lot of, and I teach a lot of close quarter combat. And we use airsoft guns. And I have a video of an airsoft BB stuck in my nose, and my wife pops it out. It's hilarious. No, I'm not a racist. No racist stuff. Hey, Art Wild Man Survival. Hey, I subscribe to your channel. Hey, y'all, check out his channel, man. It's a great channel. It really is. I like it. But no racism here. Moose Man, that dude, that KKK, get that off. Thank you. Now Moose Man's up in here, and he is a troll slayer. So when I got other mods in here, they kind of get aggravated. So yeah, I'm not a racist. I don't do that. We are all one race, a human race. It is, it is what it is. We all bleed red. And if you ever been in some hardcore situations and you need help, you really don't care what color the person is next to you. That's facts. Don't even ask me how I know. You can probably figure that out yourself. Yeah, Moose Man in the house. Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that. Moose Man, brother. It's been a rough one. 3 night terrors, 3 different shirts. I give up. I'm not going back to sleep. Okay, I'm done. I'm just going to stay up. But, and I've been really sick. I just drugged myself out of bed. I trained hard yesterday, and ooh, I feel it. Because I've been losing muscle mass, and my cardio is horrible. I found that out yesterday sparring, but whew, it was rough, but I have to start back training no matter how bad I feel, because I got I have an MMA fight coming up, not a vendetta fight or any of that, just a regular MMA fight. And man, I'm going to get train wrecked if I don't get myself back in shape. I found that out yesterday. I was going to crash and saw you on, so I am watching. Awesome, brother. Watch. Awesome. Appreciate you, my man. Watching my dollar. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, I get it. Man, I'm doing my best. I'm trying so hard not to let you down, my brother. Now, I've been dancing around that subject, but I said no names, or I'm not doing it. You're right. Because I listened to you. You're a mentor to me, and I prayed about it. And the message that I received was, the best thing to do is just ignore people that perceive you as an enemy, Ignore it. The best way to get back at your enemies is just that ship has sailed. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is what it is, brother. But the best way to get back at your enemies is, if they're not out to hurt you, just don't acknowledge. I mean, physically. Just don't acknowledge them and just outwork them. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, OG, XONYC OG Prepper, y'all subscribe to his channel. OG, if you could drop your link, man, that's cool, man. Because I would like for people to subscribe to your channel. You got an awesome channel, brother, and you're a real friend. You and Moose, man. Y'all are the true OGs, real friends. And I would rather have 2 real friends than a bunch of fake friends. Really. 2 good Christian men than a bunch of heathen, no good for nothing friends. Nope. Okay, OG said, hey, yo, say hello to the bad guy. You all need me to point your little freaking fingers at someone. You'll never see a bad guy like me again. You know, that's our generation, OG, is these young bucks, they just don't get it and they don't realize that we are a dangerous generation, man. I mean, all of us are just pissed off by nature most of the time. I mean, not all the time and all, but we get pissed really quick, and we grew up handling our business, man. We now these young generations, you know why these jokers shoot each other? Because they can't fight. They just can't fight. That's why they shoot each other. They a bunch of, I don't know, that just ain't right. We get out there and we fought like men. We just handled it. No, these little young bucks, man, they'll shoot you. But when stuff's coming up range, we're gonna send something down range. That's just the way it is. So, like I said, man, I've had a rough night. I trained hard yesterday, and it wiped me out because I've been sick. But it did help, because just laying up. At first, I was trying NyQuil and Tylenol and all that man-made garbage, and I could feel it. It was putting a lot of toxins in my system, from taking that big pharma crap, and it was not helping. The only thing that helped was that broth that Little Miss Prepper's making me from the wild edibles she's gathering. Well, and y'all's prayers and all. Yeah, a bunch of jitterbugs, man. You're right. Exactly right. Trying to read everything. Morally bankrupt says, love you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing my best. I'm dealing with a lot of trials and tribulations, deaths, illness, post-traumatic stress disorders, like in overtime, but that does not kill me, makes me stronger, and it literally draws me closer to God. Because I prayed more in the last year than I have my whole life. When my mom got diagnosed with that very aggressive cancer, and then my dad got diagnosed with aggressive cancer, and he did 3 tours in Nam, by the way. I have a lot of respect for him, even though he's mean as a dang old rattlesnake. Just because he did 3 tours in Nam is enough for me. So I try to help out the Vietnam vets, man, because they're getting old. They just, they need help. It is, so that's part of this channel's mission, is to help those guys out. Because they're getting old, they need help, and unlike the rest of the wars, those guys were kidnapped, man. They literally they got them and just throw them in war. So I got a lot of help. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Norman. Oh man, this world's just, it's mean, man. The world is mean. I mean, just to tell you how cruel time is, like I said, if you go through the channel and you'll see me when I was young, and I literally had to hold the women back. I was a good looking guy. Well, that ship has sailed. But, I'm blessed. So I've learned, look at all the crap I'm going through, and I'm still smiling and laughing because, I'm blessed. God blesses me every day. It's not up to him to make me happy. It's up to me to be happy. And he blesses me every day. So, I'm happy. I just smile and laugh and just keep pushing forward, you know. So that's just the way I feel about it. Man, I've been dealing with some hardcore stomach cramps, though. Ooh. So I'm up, can't sleep, and apparently, you know, there's a lot of other people that can't either. So usually I teach, like I taught how to hog hunt with a blade and this and that, and I teach a lot of stuff on this channel. I got a lot of playlists, and I try to teach, you know, because we're overrun with feral hogs out here. They're a nuisance. They're tearing everything up, and it's free food, and it's safe to eat. Ex NYCOG Prepper said, I give veterans, senior citizens, and low income families a big discount on my plumbing service. God bless me for that. Yep, God blesses you for that, brother. He most certainly does. And you know that again, you know that apparently that's an OG thing, because you know you don't see much of that anymore. It's guys like us. And Moose Man, I do the same with my gunsmithing service. Awesome. So, yeah, God blesses us. You know, X and Moose Man, God blesses us for that. Like, you know, I help out I help out a lot of people, you know, but I was taught, I try not to, and we're not boasting, we're just saying the truth, you know. And, a lot of my resources do go to helping. Man, I live in an 8x10 shed, man. X has been here. He knows that I live in an 8x10 shed. I take a bath in a kiddie pool. You know, that's just the way I do it. And it's a money thing, and it's my post-traumatic stress disorder. I just can't live normal. Like, I could not live in an apartment complex. My PTSD would flare up, and crowded up like that, I'd be at it with almost every man in there, and I can't live in a trailer park. It's just be dangerous for everyone. X said, darn Moose Man, I wish I was closer to you. I have some works. Yeah. Maybe you can mail that stuff to him. I live in a van down by the river. Yeah, Moose Man used to do that too. And Alaska. Moose Man is in southeast Oklahoma. And I'm down here in a good old Polk County, Florida. Yeah. But, you know, I just got too many ties here. Oh, my stomach. I got too many ties here. You know, I got a lot of grandkids and a lot of kids. And honestly, I want to move to Hawaii, but looks like I'm going to end up dying here. Yes, what it is. But I would like to move to Hawaii, off grid, not in a city, not around, you know, because there is surprisingly a lot of people that live off grid. And yeah, Washington State, Moose Man said, I'm sorry, and then a smiley face. New Yorkistan. Yeah, X lives in New Yorkistan, man. It's the world is changing in a bad way at an alarming rate. That is why I'm just trying to stay prepared. You know, I'm not scared. I'm not. Just trying to stay prepared. And like I said, the channel's under attack, you know, because since I come out as a Christian, which I didn't even think nothing about it, I'd have started the channel right off like that. But I've been sick and all, been praying, and I have to say, you know, glory be to God, you know, that He's helping me out through this and helping me out through a lot of things. I am blessed every day. Even when I'm sick and I feel bad, you know, every breath is a blessing. Ask anybody that's hooked up to oxygen. Every breath is a blessing. X said, X NYC OG Purpose says, something big is about to blow up. Yep. I feel that too, brother. Someone needs to rise the people up. Norman said, "Yep, we do need to rise up. We need to take our country back and say we are not dealing with these politicians. I'm tired of their crap. We just need to take our country back." But you know, maybe civil war is the answer, but man, I don't want to deal with no civil war. I got 11 grandkids. It would just be brutal. So, a lot of people that, want a civil war, well, I don't. Are you a Trump or Kamala? That's funny. Trying to think hard how to answer that. Well, let's just say I'd rather have Trump than this administration because just look what they've done. So Trump won. Yeah, exactly, Moose Man. Trump won. And XNYC OG said, "No, I'm in Orange County, New York, a walk away from the..." Man, I have pronunciation problems. I'm just going to pronounce it the best way I can. Pecans in PA. So Mooseman said, "Okay, I have a gun dealer friend in Angola." Yeah, I know, man. That heat stroke messed up my speech. But such is life, right? I'll give you some life advice, man. If somebody gives you a gun and yeah, Pinocchio's. Okay. I get it now. And body armor, don't take that job. Don't do it. Just take my word for it. I mean, unless you feel, excuse me, unless you feel you must, don't do it. I did it because I thought I was a tough guy. Well, now I got post-traumatic stress disorder, and it makes life hard on me and everyone around me. So, that's facts. And those doctors are not, I'm not a doctor, it's not medical advice, this is an opinion, okay? Those doctors are legal drug dealers, man. They got me at first, my post-traumatic stress disorder started with me having anxiety really bad, man. I was like, whoa, I'm be in a situation and I just started having anxiety. I never had that before. So, I go to old doc and I'm like, "Look, doc, man, I don't know what the hell's going on. My heart's racing, I'm nervous, and all." And he's like, "You having anxiety, bud. Here, I got something for you." Started giving me Xanaxes. And then, when I got back home, I started seeing a psychologist, and they kept giving me Xanaxes for the anxiety. Well, after a couple of years of that, I didn't like the side effects to it, I did not like the side... No, I don't smoke. I didn't like the side effects to it. And so I'm like, man, I'm not taking this crap anymore. I don't like the side effects. I'm just... It's making me lazy and mean and just not caring about anything. Which I suspect those Xanaxes is a lot of reason why my first marriage didn't work out. But it is what it is. So I was like, look, I quit taking them. And I didn't know that I was physically addicted. I didn't know that. In Polk County, you'd think I'd know a lot about drugs, but nope. I didn't know. So, it's like down here in Florida, this weather's crazy. It's like you go from the air conditioner to the heater, to the heater, to the air conditioner. It's just nuts. But Like it was Christmas and I had the air conditioner on. I thought we were going to have a cold winter, but nope. So I guess we're going to have a hot one. Yeah, Moose Man, he done got another one. Whack a troll, bro. Hey, guess what? I found in a magazine called Off Grid. Your pal Sarge. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome, man. He's a good guy. But he's been having a lot of health issues also. We haven't been doing Sarge, you know, we haven't been doing our lives because that he's been in the hospital. So he's not doing good. He's having some serious health problems. I'm praying for him. But time is cruel, man. Yeah, no nasty comments, no racism, no BS, no drug talk allowed here. You will be banned. Absolutely. We don't do that here, man. We're here to learn and just have a good time. You know. Apparently I'm the only one. I'm not the only one that can't sleep. So, like I said yesterday, I just drug myself up out of bed. I drank a lot of pre-workout. And I did not want to train, but I did. And I trained a lot more than I thought I was going to be able to. I started out training in the yard. Next thing you know, I ended up at the gym sparring and in the saunas trying to sweat out, the toxins of the man-made medication that I had been taking before. I'm like, Big Pharma's not the answer. It's not working. I got to do something different. But, that stuff is so bad for you. It puts so many toxins in your body that I was like, man, I'm going to get in the sauna and just sweat all that NyQuil and Tylenol and Advil, all that crap I was taking, just sweat it out. And I did, I hadn't taken it for a little while, but, a lot of times, some of that stuff stays in your system for a very long time. So I figured, and it did help. It did help a lot. Just getting in that sauna helped a lot. It didn't help my post-traumatic stress disorder, but the training usually does. But I'm telling you what, y'all please pray for me, because I'm not going to harm myself, okay? But man, it's a lesser of a man would do something about that. Hey, Christian, holla. I also lost a brother we called Sarge. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Norm. Norm, that was 2 years ago. I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor, not medical advice. It's just speculation. That coof. I believe it hurt a lot of people that didn't even know it hurt them in different ways. Or I can't say that about the other thing, or they'll bring this video down, but I didn't take it. So, and I hate I don't trust anything that has anything to do with that, but I did get tested for it because I thought, well, maybe I had that, but nope, that ain't what I got. I believe Moose Man is right. I got that flu that's going around, that mean flu. I believe that's what I got. And it ain't playing. I'm telling you right now. Dude, it's been savage on me. I have literally lost probably 20 pounds of muscle mass easily. My cardio is at like maybe the bird flu. My cardio is like at rock bottom. Because after 3 days of not using the muscle, it starts deteriorating. A lot of people don't know that, but it does. And, I'm 57 years old, so if I usually run 7 miles every morning, 7 miles every evening, and, my cardio is just, when I was sparring yesterday, man, I had to go on at first, I usually am on the offense. But I didn't last too long. My cardio is just, whew, so I had to go on the defense and just protect myself. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to work on my defense, bobbing and weaving and dodging them punches and all. Because I was just gassed out. I just like, man, and my sparring partner's like, what's up, bro? And I'm like, man, I'm just gassed. He's like, what? You're gassed already? You got really good cardio. I'm like, not right now, man. I ain't been feeling well. I've been laid up. Haven't been able to train in over 15 days. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. He's like, I'll take it easy on you. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that, because I got to get it back up. So I just went on a defense, and now though, whoo, I am sore because I hadn't worked out in over. I said 15 days, but no, it's been like 18 days. I can't keep track of time for nothing. I got brain damage, all right. That's why I do not do drugs. I do not smoke. None of that, man. I've done enough damage to this body. I'm not doing that crap. Nor do I need it. Moose Man said it's not the bird flu, but it's a bad strain of regular flu. Yeah, it's savage, man. This crap I got is savage. That's just straight up. Excuse me, but I am so dehydrated. So, yeah, it's savage, but sometimes, even when you don't feel like it, man, you just got to pick yourself up and just push through. And I literally think if I would have just kept laying there, waiting to get better, it was not good physically to do that. It was not good mentally to do that. And it was not good spiritually to do that. So I had to man up and stand up. I got their yard, started doing, because I do a lot of training on my own. And I was like, man, I need to see where I'm at, because I got this MMA fight coming up. It's nothing to do with it's just been in the works for a long time. And so, not out of anger, none of that, I really don't even know the guy, it's just fight, need that money. XNYC OG Prepper says, same with me. I stopped working out for 3 weeks. Now I need to start again. Yeah, that's how it happens. Just my best advice is just get back to it, brother. Just get back to it. And I've been bad sick, but so I got out there in the yard, and I wasn't even getting out of bed. I've been so sick, and no sunlight, no nothing. So I got in the yard, I get in some sunlight, I'm training, I'm jumping the rope the best I can, and I'm noticing, man, you're in bad shape. Cardio wise, my cardio is just awful right now, and I lost a lot of muscle mass, and I was like, I gotta push through it. So I looked at little Miss Prepper, I was like, take me to the gym. I got to lift some weights and all, because I don't have weights. I usually do my own body weight workouts and things like that, but I just felt like pushing some weights and all. And okay, I don't care about COVID, but I caught bird flu, so no lie, that crap messed me up. Hey, I believe you. Because that stupid bird flu, which, not a doctor, this is not medical advice, and I believe it's man-made. It's attack on our food source. They killing off a lot of chickens. It doesn't matter if they truly have bird flu or not. It's what they say. And if they say, oh, these thousands of chickens got the bird flu, we're going to kill them all. Well, there's really nothing you can do to stop them. I mean, you can go to war with them, but, one man against the whole United States government, you ain't going to win that. You might be able to hold them off for a while, but you're not going to win that. Just look at Waco. Look at Ruby Ridge. That ended badly. But I do respect those men for, standing their ground. And please excuse me, I normally don't do this. Well, so I do a lot, really. I do a lot. To the government when they're doing bad stuff. Yeah. That's what I say to them. So I do admire it when people stand up for what they believe in, regardless of the situation. Even if they're in the wrong, if they feel they're in the right and they stand up to tyranny, I respect that. Or if they perceive as tyranny, I respect that. That's a man thing. Man, I keep having to turn this heater on, turn it off. It's crazy because I got up, the air conditioner was on, because I got it well insulated here, and it don't take much to get it cool in here. And I notice when I'm cool, it helps my PTSD slow down. When I'm hot, it makes it worse. I don't know the science behind that. It just does. So, after I trained in the yard, I was like, man, I'm worse off than I thought. So, I'm going to the gym. So, she takes me out there to the gym, and then I drink their pre-workout. That stuff, I don't know what they're putting in it, but that stuff don't play. I'm surprised it didn't give me anxiety, to be honest with you, but because I'm not doing big pharma ever again. Because when I quit those Xanax years back, I cold turkeyed them, and I did not know what I was in for. And cold turkey, they were giving me 4 Xanax bars a day. 4 Xanax bars a day. That is a lot. And I didn't know, you can potentially die from cold turkey in that much. Norman Hell said, I was never at Ruby Ridge that day, but they shot Vicky Weaver. Yes, they did. Wow, she was breastfeeding her baby. That's just straight up evil, man. I mean, that's evil. And XNYCOG said, drones can spray us with poison. I have 2 12 gauges loaded with double lock and slugs. Any drones above me is dead duck. Man, be careful, Dad, because another dude did the same stuff and they carried him away. So, and they even come on television and said, if you shoot at them, it's the same thing as taking down an airplane. Yeah, that's a federal offense, man. So, I don't recommend doing that, X. Do I want to? There's a lot of things I want to do that I don't do. And that's one of them, If I had a pew-pew, because it's just dangerous for me to have one. But if I had one, I do got airsoft guns. They look real. But during the live, I can't even touch them, because then I should have had them laying out, though. I can show them, I just can't touch them. Because I didn't know that. And I was talking about hunting with a pellet rifle, and I was holding a pellet rifle, and they pulled my video down and wouldn't let me go live. And then I got a hold of them and say, hey, I didn't know. I didn't even know what I did. I said, what don't you? So I've been on YouTube for a while. They showed me some mercy, and they said, you can't be doing that. And I was like, I will never do that again. And they're like, okay, we'll let you. So they turned it back on. Surprisingly. But if they crash their drone into your drone, just saying, Moose Man, that's a good one. Most man said, but if they crash their drone into your drone, just saying, yeah. Rules for three, but not for me. Yeah, Norman. Drones have GPS trackers in them. Yeah. And most man knows, because, I'm not going to put his business out there, so if he wants to say where he worked and all that, that's up to him. But I know he knows. You know, which I don't mind it if he says that. That's up to him. But I know for a fact he knows. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Zero to me said, I remember your pellet gun videos, LOL, for self-defense or hunting. Let me tell you what, man. These pellet guns now, what? My son has a pellet gun that is literally stronger than a 22 rifle. It literally is more powerful because we did some ballistic testing. And, my son well, anyway, we did some ballistic testing, and that pellet gun that he's got is stronger than a 22 rifle. I was like, wow, man, be careful with this, son. Even practicing, this thing could go through stuff and hit somebody. So I couldn't believe it, how strong that thing was, man. But just a regular pellet gun. If you shoot somebody in the eye with that thing, most people, that's going to take the fight right out of them. Air rifles and 50 cal will take down hogs. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen those. I kind of want one of those, but I got to be careful, man, because, if I have a, post-traumatic stress disorder and all that, I just got to be careful. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to get in trouble. I got to be careful. Make a video on it. Alright, see, because I just use regular pellet guns. Stuff you get at Walmart or Bass Pro Shop and all, but I don't know where my son got this. His uncle gave it to him, I believe. Or his his grandpa's brother. But that thing, he looked it up, it was like $400. And, but man, when that thing goes off, crack, it makes a lot of noise. That I really don't like. That's why I use these regular pellet guns from Walmart, because they're not very noisy. But man, that thing got some power to it. And if you know shot placement, you can put somebody down with that. Not sure what you are doing, Tarzan, but take a break. Yeah, watch out, Moose Man will whack you. Oh, he already did. Yeah, Moose Man just don't put up with it, and I need that, because, man, these trolls get me aggravated. I don't know why people got to come on here and just troll. I don't get it. I believe it's just narcissists, hateful people. That's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But that's what it seems like. I mean, there's just a bunch of narcissist jerks. So, strike one! Norman Hell, APP with the spear will take down a hog. Yes, I will. In a New York minute. I sure will. Now, I can use a big old K-bar, but after my cousin got hit by that hog and 380-something stitches, and my cousin is a big, heavy guy, and we were way out in the woods, and I had to carry him. It's a good thing I carry a tourniquet and know how to use one. Or he'd have bled to death. There's no doubt. Because, man, that hog got him good, that boar did. Because them boars got cutters on them. Them females, they'll just bite the crap out of you. And if they bite flesh off you, which they are capable of doing, they literally eat it. It's crazy. But them boars, they will cut you with them cutters, and you're going to be hurt bad. So you got to be careful messing with them hogs. But, I lived a little recklessly, and I've been hunting them things ever since I was a kid. And that hog hunt deal, that started out with me just clowning around. It was a bright moon, and the hog was in an open area, gnawing down on some acorns and all, and or some corn, whatever. It was very crunchy, and I learned how to sneak up on them. And it's really easy, you just gotta take your time, be patient. Apparently, those hogs can't see all that good in the dark. And I was downwind, and I would just ease up. At first, I was just like, man, how close can I get to this hog without getting hurt? And so I kept getting closer and closer, and then I was like, wow, dude, you're really close to this hog. And it was a boar. It was two of them. And I got so close, I was like, I started getting a little nervous. I pulled my big old K-bar out. I mean, it's a big one. I pulled it out, just so I could defend myself if that thing came after me. But I'd ease forward, and it'd notice my movement and it'd look up right at me. And I'd just stand still. And then sit there and look for a bit, and then just go back to eating. Ease a little closer. And we played that game. I really can't say how long because, my adrenaline was flowing. But we played that game for a while, and I finally got close enough to where I was like, man, I'm like in danger, dangerously close to this boar. So I just went for it, man. I just run that blade right there in his... See, I don't cut like this. I go in here and push. That way you don't have to reach around. You can just... it's just quicker. Because I'm an edge weapon specialist. I took a class for that too, all right? A couple of them. Took a lot of classes, but I couldn't believe it, man. I mean, I was like, wow. I was so excited, I did brag about that. And so it can be done. But after my cousin got hit, I used a spear and dogs. That's the way I do it. Because my dogs love it. And I leash hunt them. Because I'm not turning them on to too big of a boar because they will kill your dog. Most men said I keep all that in my ram: knife, first aid kit, glass breaker, seatbelt cutter, etc. Yes, and that's good to have. Because you never know. Statistically, 1 out of every 8 people will die in a car wreck of some sort. I am in a motorcycle club. I'm the president of this chapter here. Matter of fact, tonight, if everything works out, I'm going live with another president, which actually we're both presidents of our chapters, but he outranks me, literally. Even though, he outranks me. I literally may have to cover up a patch out of respect for him. That way we're not both displaying that patch because he outranks me. And I do respect authority. And we're not no sons of anarchy, garbage, or any of that. We're just old guys that, like this Christmas, we did a lot of toy runs and which every Christmas we do that. And a lot of kids got toys that wouldn't got no toys for Christmas if we didn't do that. So, we try to help the community out. And we're just a bunch of old guys, a lot of veterans, and we just ride around, have a good time, hang out, We ain't out up to no mischief or any of that. Now, we will stand our ground. We don't put up no crap. And down here where I'm at, they's been two separate rival motorcycle gangs and two, well, let's just say ended badly for two people. Or three. Three people. But we ain't about that. So we make sure if one of our club members, if we happen to be somewhere and another club pulls up, first thing I say is check yourself before you wreck yourself. We ain't going to war with no other club. So if you have an issue with another club member or whatever, you're going to take that cut off. Y'all going to go around back and handle it. And the clubs is staying out of it. Bye, troll scammer. Good job, Moose Man. So we don't got no beef with no club, and we keep it that way. Because we ain't about that drama, man. We just want to have a good time, ride motorcycles, and try not... the most dangerous thing about being in an MC club is the motorcycle. It really is. That's the most dangerous thing is the motorcycle. But these guys are just getting carried away, man. That stupid show, Sons of Anarchy, put a bad spin on a lot of bike clubs because, yeah, they are some bad guys out there doing some bad stuff, but there's some good bike clubs out there. There's a lot of bike clubs out here. And, there's like 100% Christian church bike clubs. And when they have public meetings and, go over scripture and such, I go to them when I can. Just to mingle and study the scripture and all, and we have a good time. So, they got cuts and all and patched, but, they're Christian bike clubs. We are too, on our cut, it says, "In God we trust." But those guys, take it to a whole nother level. They get out and street preach like the Bible says you're supposed to, the way I interpret it anyhow. But, there's always going to be bad guys. It don't matter. There's a lot of good Leos, and we need law enforcement. I don't care what people say. We got to have law enforcement because without rule of law, that's the only thing that stops a lot of people from doing stuff is consequences. Now, some people just don't understand consequences and they do bad stuff and they end up in a bad situation. But we need law enforcement, man, because the reason why I say that, like me, I can handle it. I can be my own personal police. But my wife's out by herself, but really that don't happen. She always got a big German Shepherd and what she needs to take care of herself. But like when my mom would go out, and by herself and all, she would have got victimized if people didn't know that there were consequences. Because, there's a lot of people, that are anti-police. And now, don't get me wrong now, if it's a bad cop, because can we see your K-bar? Oh, man, I'm just going to be honest with you. I can't stand up. I'm sitting here with my underwear on. Don't tell nobody, but you'd be surprised. A lot of videos I do, I just got my underwear on. And y'all don't want to see that. I should have put some pants on, but I didn't. I wasn't thinking. I just got up and just went live because I just had to talk through this, what I'm dealing with right now. Well, I'm trying to stay positive. I did get some good training in yesterday. I did not want to, and it wiped me out, and I am sore, but I do feel better, especially sitting in that sauna. It gets some sunlight. It all helped. But it's weird, this dang flu that I got. I'll start to feeling a little bit better, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting over it. And then the next day, wiped out again. I'm like, wow. Moose Man said, I tell the cop haters, call a crackhead or call your local gangbanger if your house is getting robbed or your car is getting stolen. Yes, exactly. We have to have law enforcement. That is the way it is. And if you look on my channel, look, I hang out with Chef Grady Judd. I literally have a picture of him riding my older Harley that I used to have. I have another one now, but I have a picture of him riding that Harley, and that was my Harley. I was like, here, Grady, ride my Harley, man. Let me get a. And I don't let nobody ride my bike, but I let him ride it because I knew he wasn't gonna be stupid. And I got a picture of him riding my bike and all, and me hanging out with him. So it's cool, man. You know, you got to have law enforcement. You know, I don't know if y'all heard about they had a anti-law enforcement rally and somebody's car got stolen, and at the anti-cop rally that he's participating in, when his car got stolen, what did he do? He called the cops. You know, I think if you're in a rally against the popo, then you shouldn't be able to call the law. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just crazy. You know, of course there are bad cops. There's bad doctors. There's bad in any kind of line of work. There's going to be bad people. That's just facts. So, but that don't mean they're all bad. You know, there is a lot of good cops out there that will literally put their self between you and the bad guy. They do it all the time. And for somebody to literally put their life on the line, and really when they just suit up, they're a target, but they will put their life on the line, man. They do it all the time, and they put their self between the person that's getting victimized and the bad guy, and they deal with the bad guy, and sometimes it does end badly for them. You know, we lose a lot of Leo to bad guys, but yet the ones that survive still get up, strap up, and get back to it the next day. So, you know, if you hating on Leo like that, then you just ain't got no sense. Because, you know, and I do know a lot of people that, dang old cops, you know. Nah, bro, you know, without that, you couldn't even leave your house because you'd come back home and everything be gone. Especially down here with this dang old problem. We got a problem with a particular drug down here. And I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat, but we got a problem with, you know, and man, if it weren't for Leo's dealing with these guys, man, I mean, you couldn't leave your house. You'd come back home and everything be gone. It's that bad. I mean, it's so bad that I live out in the woods with a bunch of rednecks, you know, and this whole street, all rednecks. We got two different Leo households here, and at the end of the row, we got this retired Texas Ranger, and everybody's got cameras and dogs, and we keep an eye out for each other, and we keep an eye out we know who belongs in here and who don't. The Leos will be protected. Their own families win shift. Yes, and I don't blame them. I do not blame them. And X says, XNYCOG says, I agree. We need law enforcement, but when WW3 starts on our land, you're on your own. Yes, because they're, yeah, you know, I wouldn't blame them for it. They got to protect their family, man. I mean, I would. If I was a Leo, I would. When it got that bad, I'm protecting my own. which I'm going to protect my own anyhow. But I'm just saying. I mean, if it got that bad, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I got to take care of my family, so I can't put myself out there like that. Yeah, you're on your own when the crime happens. Yeah, you are your first responder. You need to understand that. That's another thing. A lot of people, you know, we do need law enforcement and all, but a lot of times they just come up and get the bad guy and all after the bad guy done did the bad stuff. So you are your first responder. That's facts. And so you need to be able or do your best to be able to defend yourself. I get it. You know, some people are disabled, some people are old, you know, and don't underestimate a lot of old people. They will blast you. Yeah. But, you know, you are your first responder. That's why I carry tourniquets, you know. That's why I carry a knife even when I'm not going hog hunting. Unarmed and helpless is unarmed and helpless, and I will never understand that, you know. And just having a knife, in my opinion, is armed, because if you know how to use one, if someone gets close, you can, especially if you know human anatomy, you can really do a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. And who's a knife expert? Even a 4-year-old kid can cut a steak, man, with a knife. So I recommend to everyone to carry a knife, not just for self-defense. That's a big reason, though, for self-defense. But you never know. You might get in a car wreck and your seatbelt stuck and the car's on fire and you got to cut that seatbelt loose. Or, you know, if you watch these survivalist shows, you know, like Dual Survivor, they carry knives. That's their main tool. And also carry you an ignition system, even if it's just a big lighter. Carry something where you can start a fire. They do risk their lives for low income, and lots of cops get killed and hurt. Some get too close to the crazies. Yeah, X, NYC, OG. Yep. Yes, they do. And I'm not even going to put my opinion. See, there's another sweated up shirt about that went down in New York with old Floyd and all. But let's just say I look at that a lot differently than most people do. So, you know, I'm just going to say it. If I lose subscribers, whatever. That dude was resisting. And he was on drugs. And he was breaking the law, trying to pass off some fake money. And before that, you know, he got convicted of literally holding a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach. So, you know, F around and find out. That's life, man. So he F around and he found out. You know, I mean, like, so I have a very unpopular opinion about that situation, but, and, you know, a lot of people say, oh, bro, you know, you shouldn't. I'm just going to be honest. That's just the way I roll. And if people don't like it, then so be it. And even when I'm being honest, I may be wrong, but in that situation, I don't think so. Yeah, AK work great. Yes, they do. I like them. You know, if I was in a war situation, because they rarely do they jam. They're very reliable. Where they are, I mean, if that thing ain't spitting oil when you're shooting it, it's going to jam. And you got to keep them clean and all that. And them AKs, man, elephant can come by and crap on it, and you can pick it up, and it'll still work. I mean, I literally seen them test and they dropped the AK in the mud. They dropped the AR in the mud. They picked the AK up. Worked great, no problems. AR, nope. So now it is what it is. Now the AR is a little bit more accurate and all, but just if I was at war up close, that would be my weapon of choice. Food, flashlight, drinking water purifier. Yep, you definitely. Hey, Bushcraft Reboot. Good morning, brother. Is it true that putting gunpowder in a gunshot wound and firing it up cauterizes the wound or just makes it worse? It will cauterize the wound. It's really according on the wound. But there are certain situations that, yeah, I mean, even a knife cut that's really bad, and you can't stop the bleeding. Maybe you're on blood thinners or, whatever. Some people just are bleeders. And if you can't stop the bleeding, yeah, that will stop the bleeding. In my opinion, I'm not a doctor, just not medical advice. I have to say that at YouTube. Yeah, spider webs in a wound will stop the bleeding. Yes, it will. It sure will. Moose Man's right about that. Moose Man knows a lot, man. Moose Man knows a lot. But yeah, spider webs, what you do is you go to the spider web and just blow on the spider web, to get the spider to go away. Because, some of these spiders are very toxic. Like down here, we have a brown recluse problem, and those spiders bite you, and you have to get medical attention because where they bite you, it literally just keeps rotting and rotting and rotting and rotting, and they literally got to cut that out. So, and there is a lot of brown recluses down here where I'm at, anyhow. But the spider web will stop the bleed. It will. Hey. So, man, normally I do these videos for a long time. It's just me being sick. I just don't have it right now. So I'm trying to hang in there, just talk and be entertaining, and I really enjoy talking to y'all. I'm near Central Florida, closer to the West Coast. A lot closer to the West Coast, really, but I'm at the edge of Polk County. And Polk County is a very large county, by the way. And we're getting overpopulated here. They have the brown recluses up here in Northeast as well. Nasty little critters they are. I have seen some buddies of mine I didn't see them get bit, but I've seen the consequences afterwards. I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat. Hopefully y'all reading the chat, because I'm having a hard time. Yeah, just blow the poison spider away. Right, LOL, yeah. Well, if I'd known it's a recluse, I don't know. I'm not messing with that. But there's a lot of spiders that, like down here, we call them banana spiders. And a lot of people don't realize that those things are poisonous. And you can get away with, I can't even number how many times I've been walking through the woods and walk right through that spider web and have a big old, what we call banana spiders. I really don't know the true name. We call them banana spiders. Have it on my face and all, and I've never gotten bit. But it's funny. It was funny because it didn't hurt the guy, okay? But he got bit by a banana spider on his face. And he looked like the Elephant Man. But it was the weirdest thing because During the evening, the swelling had gone all down and he would look pretty normal. And then I'd go pick him up the next day and he looked like the Elephant Man again. And that went on for a couple of weeks, man. And it was a banana spider. What size do you use? Oh, okay. Yeah, wolf spiders. Florida has them crab spiders in the groves. Yeah, maybe that's, I'm not sure what the technical name is. Just us old country boys down here, we call them banana spiders. They're big and yellow and different colored. And they're big spiders. But I didn't know they were toxic until my buddy got bit. And, it didn't make him sick or none of that. But it really swelled him up big time. And, things I do know, some people just with a bee sting or ant bite will go in anaphylactic shock. So you never know. You never know. So be careful with that. And it's kind of funny, I got a buddy of mine that he is really sensitive to poison ivy, poison oak, sumac, any of that. It looks like somebody literally poured battery acid on him. So for me, I don't know why, but I'm just immune to it. So we go hunting a lot together, and every time he follows me, the next day he's just messed up because I'm not looking for that stuff because it don't bother me. So he's like, I'm no longer following you. I'm taking the lead. And I'm like, hold on now, because usually the guy in the lead is the one that gets to get what you're hunting. But I understand, man, because I'm not looking out for that stuff. And he's just following me. And so I let him take the lead. That way it don't look like somebody poured battery acid on him the next day. Because I've never seen that stuff affect someone as bad as it does him. And kind of weird too, because then his child he had is allergic to everything. Literally, if the kid is just around peanut dust, it would end him. So I guess some people, it's just a genetic thing. I guess it's just a genetic thing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is, but I do notice, I don't know if it's all these. I'm not a doctor, just not medical advice. I don't know if it's all this stuff that the doctors are, mandatory pumping in these kids so they can go to school and all. But I am noticing these kids are having a lot more health issues than we did when I was growing up. And put another point on critters, beware of venomous snakes. Yeah. Now, used to, when I was growing up, we had a lot of rattlesnakes down here. And you can Google it. As far as I know, Central Florida has the largest rattlesnakes in the world. But you don't see them that much anymore. I believe people just see them and they kill them. And they about killed them all off. But we do have a lot of water moccasins, which some people call cottonmouths, but we got a lot of them, and they are very aggressive. They will come after you. Like if you come across a water moccasin, most snakes, like a rattlesnake, he'll let you know, yo, back up, get away from me. And most snakes, they see you and they just try to get away from you. Them cottonmouths, they ain't moving. They'll just sit right there and say, come on. Come get some. Or they'll come after you. So sometimes, they'll try to get out of your way and all. But a lot of times they won't. And we got a lot of those down here. Yeah, we have copperheads, rattlesnakes, moccasins, and rat snakes. Yeah, we got copperheads. We got a lot of that, but I just don't. I can't tell you. It's been a long time. Used to, because I spend a lot of time in the woods. Because I love to hunt. It's food. I'm not a thrill hunter. I hunt for food. You know, you see the people standing on the road holding a sign and will work for food. Hey, you know, I don't judge nobody. You don't know their story. You don't know what got them in that situation. You don't. So, but me, you know, I hunt for food. And I don't trust this store bought food. In America, there's a lot of stuff they put in our food that in a lot of countries it would be illegal to put it in there. Excuse me, I think I fixed a sneeze. Whew. I'm trying. Sorry about that. But love how the water moccasin size us up, and it's like, yeah, I'm taking this bitch down. Yeah. Yeah. Moose Man, I'm diabetic, so I use, I can't pronounce that word, or a small amount of honey. Thank you. Thank you for blessing me. I appreciate that. And if y'all could, you know, please subscribe to the channel. Like I said, you know, I lost a lot of subscribers, you know, when I come out, you know, thanking God that I didn't die. And with this whatever I get, this dang flu I got, because this is mean, man. And there for a while, I really thought I was going to die. I was like, man, this is it for me. I've never been this sick in my life. This is the meanest flu I've ever dealt with. And luckily, little Miss Prepper ain't caught it. And I pray to God she doesn't, because she's been taking good care of me. If I didn't have her taking care of me, I wouldn't have made it. Because there were some days I was so weak, I couldn't even get up and get me no water, no nothing. And so she really took good care of me. She is a wonderful caregiver. But right now, because I did work out hard yesterday and sat in that sauna and these night sweats, I am dehydrated. So I have got to drink some water. And I'm pushing it. I'm going as long as I can, but I don't know how much longer I can last. So eventually, here in a few minutes, I'm going to have to go to bed. So, yeah. I'm feeling rough. I'm just trying to keep a smile, trying to keep a positive attitude. And I'm just going to keep training through it. And I know that training too much will make this sickness last longer, but I gotta do it. Sometimes you just gotta be a man and do what you gotta do. And I do got an MMA fight coming up, and I'm gonna get slaughtered, man, if I don't get to training. That's just the way it is. I got to train twice, 3 times as hard as these young guys, man. You know, to keep up with them. It is what it is. Time is cruel. Matter of fact, you know, that's one thing I just don't like about this world and the way thing is how time just gnaws you down, man. So I keep my deer herd happy, plenty of squirrel, well fed, and pond full of fish here, Moose Man said. X is a real good hunter. He's got some videos on that. If you get on his channel and look back, he got some deers. He get them deers. And that's good food, man. That's good. 14 degrees. Oh, no. I got this, you know, I don't know if y'all, where's that scar at? I got this scar right here. That was also from that IED. And I got a scar on my lung. And now, when I go up north to visit someone and I'm in that cold weather, man, it hurts that scar so bad. So I don't think I could live in that. I could be in that environment for a while, but I don't think I could live in it. X 14 degrees there. Ooh. Yeah, that would hurt that scar on my lung. Hey, goat, it sucks getting old, especially when you have old injuries that cause problems in the cold. Yes, it does. And, man, my grandpa was right. He told me, he said, boy, let me tell you something. because I always been kind of crazy. And he's like, if you're going to be crazy, you better be tough. And he did warn me. He said, all this stuff you're doing, when you get old, you're going to regret that because you're going to feel it. Yeah, X says, I'm not going to lie, it hurts. Yeah, you're going to feel it when you get old. So anybody on here young, man, take care of your body. That's an important asset. And try not to over abuse it, because all the MMA fights, the motorcycle crashes, the stuff I've been through, I hurt all the time. And if I was up in that cold weather, dude, I don't know. Because I do notice even when it gets cold here, I hurt more. And this is Florida. It really, compared to what y'all are dealing with, it don't get cold. Yeah, and it takes longer to stop hurting. Yep. So, I'm not sure what you mean by favorite. Oh, favorite bands? I like Ted Nugent, man. I do. I like. I've been to a couple of his concerts. I actually got a video of his concert of me and Little Miss Pepper being there on here. And it's kind of weird, you know. YouTube, most concerts you go to, which Ted Nugent's the only concert I would go to anymore, but I noticed people try to post that, and YouTube, it just won't, they'll take it down and all, copyrights and this and that, but I had no problem posting those videos at all. So, you know, and if you know Ted, his political stance, he has hurt his career because he's a man. He stands up and voices his opinion. I respect that. And he's a hunter. And I like the man. I've met him personally, and I respect him. I got a lot of guitar picks I could have out and show you and all. And I've met him personally, you know, at concerts. Because he's got this club going on, you know. And I was a member of that club. And when you went to his concerts, if you had your card and showed security, he would spend a few minutes with you and talk to you. And yeah, I got some arthritis in my knee and in my shoulder, and man, I got a lot of injuries. But Goat, I got a lot of injuries, Goat. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry that I just can't. I broke both my wrist and eye socket at once. Ooh. Cause yeah, I got a broken eye orbital socket myself. And I got bones where they're not supposed to. Every bone in my face has been broken. My nose has been broken 13 times. Here's literally, I don't scar that bad for some reason, but it was so gashed. They literally had to sew it back on from my elbow. But now that I'm getting older, man, I'm hurting. And I have learned recently that, well, I should have learned when years ago I come off them Xanaxes, man. I should have learned that. But yeah, X NYCOG, I was in a cover band and we did Kiss back in the day. That is awesome, brother. My right knee, my back, my everything. You know, if I woke up and I felt no pain, I would think I'm either paralyzed or I'm in heaven. That's facts, because like I said, my grandpa warned me, and you know, y'all young guys need to listen to us old guys, because experience is a very good teacher. Experience is a very good teacher. And everything hurts because of the way MMA fighting, boxing, all that, and just being crazy. No, everything hurts. I'm paying. But, I'm an adrenaline junkie. I really never thought I'd live to be this old. I didn't. So, here we are. Now I'm sick. Everything hurts. I do not do big pharma no more. I'm not taking no Tylenol. That acetaminophen is so bad for your liver, by the way. And if you take acetaminophen and drink alcohol, it could kill you. It will destroy your liver. Which that acetaminophen already destroys your liver, but if you dump alcohol on top of it, yeah, that could be the end of you. Lots of people die from freezing every year. Yes, they do. That's another reason to live down here in the southern hemisphere, okay? But even in Texas, though, which is down south, I'm sure a lot of people remember when they had that power outage, a lot of people froze to death. Now, see, I ain't got to worry about that because I always, 1 is 9, 2 is 1, and 3 is even better. I have multiple ways to heat up this place. And I do have an air conditioner. So, I'm good. Bushcraft rebooted. I just turned 50. No clue as to how I made it. LOL, done stupid stuff my entire life. Yep, me too, brother. I don't know how. I do know how. God. That's the only way. God is preserving me for something. If nothing else, if I kill over now, He preserved me all the way up to this moment. Maybe I touched someone's heart doing this video. And maybe they're praying right now because, they had me on a lot of medication for my post-traumatic stress disorder. When I quit them Xanaxes, I thought I was going to die. But no, I was stupid. I took other medications and they gave me a medication that I had a severe allergic reaction to. I was in my mid-20s or so, and that medication literally gave me a heart attack. I mean, it damn near killed me. So, I'm just anti-big pharma. I don't like them. I believe they're up to no good. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat, but I'm just wore out, guys. And gals, if there's any women in here. But I'm just wore out, man. Oh, Bushcraft rebooted. Pro skydiver at 27 years. Mountain biking, rock climbing, base jumping, whitewater kayaking. See, when you get old, man, you can say, I lived life. Because a lot of people, they just don't do nothing. And I notice the younger generations, my son is 18 years old, and it's not just him, it's all of them. He don't even want to get a driver's license. I'm like, when I was a kid, as soon as I turned 15 years old, I got my learner's permit because down here, when you're 15 years old, you cannot drive a car by yourself with your learner's permit, but you can ride a motorcycle. Go figure, as dangerous as them things are, but I was the only kid that rode a motorcycle at a middle school. A Harley. I've always been affiliated with motorcycle clubs and such. I just enjoy the brotherhood. I really do. That's why I like, going to church when I can and all. I enjoy the fellowship and the brotherhood with people that's trying to be good. And I emphasize the word try. Even me too. I'm trying. So, man, I really like to push on and keep the videos going, but I'm wearing down. So, y'all go ahead and say what y'all got to say. Maybe I just need to get mean dog tough, and because I usually am, but this sick is kind of making me kind of sissified. But maybe I need to get jacked up on some pre-workout and just I know I ain't gonna make no 7 miles, and get out there and just run. But Little Miss Prepper is right. You know, that's why I haven't been hog hunting, because she's like, and anytime I don't listen to her, so I know she's smarter than me. Because anytime I don't listen to her, and she's like, don't do that. I strongly recommend you not do that. And if I do it, it always ends badly. And she's like, right now, do not go out in that night air and that cool air. It's just going to make you sicker. So I've been wanting to go hog hunting. The dogs have been aggravating me wanting to go hog hunting, because they can. Since I've been sick, they're getting more bold and coming up here, and the dogs can smell them. That's another reason, during a lot of lives, you'll hear my dogs raising Cain out there. They're barking at hogs. And they can smell them. They can see, they're going crazy because they love hunting them hogs. I'm sorry, I just can't keep up with the chat. So, y'all just talk amongst each other. And I do appreciate you all. Yeah, Miss Prepper always takes good care of Mr. Prepper. Yes, she does. She really does. And I mean, she's a true, she's a real deal, man. Because when we first got together, I was being stupid as usual. I would let her go on security jobs with me, just like little bodyguard jobs, or help work the door, at a club or whatever. But one day I was doing this security job, and I wear a body armor, and I got blasted by double-aught buck, 3-inch Magnum, boom, right in the chest. And even though I have body armor on, man, that still hurt. Knocked me down. And she was standing off to the side of me, and that stuff ricocheted off of me, and she caught it in the arm and in the thigh. And I was like, you're going to the hospital. She's like, oh, no, I don't need to go to the hospital. I'll be all right. And I'm like, no, you're going to the hospital. But so since then, she's no longer going on any kind of security work with me. I just was being stupid, letting her go along with me, because she was getting paid too. She gets paid when she worked the door and all that. But no, I'm not ever putting her in no situation like that ever again. I didn't wake up that day expecting to get blasted. Okay, so I thought, it's just another security, job, no big deal, because most of the time, nothing happens. Well, unless you're working as a bouncer here lately, something's going to happen. These people are going crazy. But, this was when we first were together, and it was safer. So I thought everything would be fine. Well, nope. So just because you got body armor on, that stuff still hurts when you get blasted. That's facts. So when I see people talk about, oh man, I got a good deal on body armor. Well, that's something I wouldn't cheap out on. Nope. I get the good stuff when it comes to that, because, if it's a life-saving instrument, I'm getting the good stuff. But I didn't think nothing was going to happen, Usually didn't. Just a lot of time, just doing security, just your presence of being there deters people from doing stuff. But after that incident, no way is she ever letting her get near that. Not happening. And I'm really pissed at myself for letting her get in that situation. I just didn't think that was going to happen. It really wasn't supposed to be all that dangerous, It was just supposed to be, just another security job, no big deal. But it turned into a big deal real quick. Things can get out of hand real quick, man. So y'all need to be careful. Alaska is God's country. I believe that. But that's why be careful who you mess with. I suggest don't mess with nobody because you never know. And I've seen stupid little stuff get out of hand real quick, and somebody get deleted, man. So be careful. It's getting crazy out here. This world's getting crazy, man. Everybody's on the edge. Everybody, most people are having money problems, and because down here in Florida, everything's so expensive. If it weren't for Moose Man helping me out and OG, you know, for Little Miss Prepper's Christmas gift, for enjoying myself at a restaurant. So what I did was, due to y'all's help, I was able to send her up to because she loves eating at the Outback. But I don't like going in them restaurants. Too noisy and all. I like eating my food in peace. So I just have her pick it up and bring it home. So she went, and due to y'all's help, thank you so much, she went and got 2 steaks and baked potato and all and brought it home, and we really enjoyed that. We really did. So thank you, Moose Man, because Moose Man specifically, said, look, I know your situation, brother. And he's a real friend. And he said, take Little Miss Prepper out and y'all have a decent meal. Because he knows, man, I'm out here living off weeds and wild hogs. So I appreciate you. I love you for that. Thank you. Yeah, X, thank you too. Thank you. Thank y'all. Salmon and halibut fishing and trout. Ooh, I love me some salmon. I have pronunciation problems, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. That fish is up north, that migrates up the rivers and all, but I love that stuff, especially the kind that's and you can't catch them down here, unfortunately. But when I get a chance, well, actually, Little Miss Prepper, when she gets a little extra, she will stop by and get me a little pack of that smoked salmon. It seems like it's raw and all, but it's smoked. I love that stuff, man. Woo! So when she brings me a little bit of that home, I'm so happy. I'm like a giddy little schoolgirl because it ain't often, we get to treat like that. Because everything costs so much down here, and, living the way I live, you're like, well, all American, you should have money living the way you live. That you got that little buy here, pay here shed. You got it paid off. You turned it into a bunker and all, but I still got bills. The property tax on this property, that was the deal of being on this property, is I got to pay the property tax. It is over $4,000 a year just for this land has been bought and paid for 50 years. This land's been in the family. And it's in probate, so it's in a lot of the family's name. And I really was told that when your mom and dad dies, you're going to have to get off the property. So I took it for their word. So, I was getting ready to get up out of here. I mean, we literally, a lot of stuff I did send to Georgia to help out a particular family I knew personally, but you can see the background has changed because there's not as much stuff in here as used to be, because we moved a lot of stuff out of here and all, and we were getting ready to kick rocks. And then, thank God, my uncle, which has a lot of say-so over this property. Actually, he has most of the say-so. Let's put it that way. One could say all the say-so, because he is a true alpha male. And it's so funny. He's like, he felt bad for me because my daughters, they had, I love my daughters. I would do anything for them. I would do anything for my daughters. I love them, but they really done me wrong, man. They wouldn't have nothing to do with my mom and my dad. Nothing. And my mom passed, and they come up here, you know, helping my dad out. And I should have known, but I thought, hey, all right, cool, I got some help, man. Well, they had him sign, because the will, everything of theirs was left to me. I got my mama's will right here. I hope my daughters see this. But, sorry, I'm getting a little loud. Little Miss Prepper can only sleep so hard, but trying to find my mom's will. I got it right here somewhere. Oh, it's in the car? Oh, okay. Well, oh, that's right. So, but she left me everything. Everything. She wanted me to have everything. Because, I do have a brother, but not by my mama, okay? So, and I do got sisters, but not by my mother. By my dad. But those girls, and, I want to do it, but I don't know, man. They already mad at me because I was not happy. Because when Dad was literally, I took care of him for a very long time here while he was dying. I mean, I literally did everything, waited on the man hand and foot and all that. And yeah, it's bad in Florida now. And so finally, he had to go to the VA. The cancer literally ate half his face off, man. It was bad. I had videos up showing it, and it got worse. But then I thought about it and all, and I'm like, I just didn't felt right, about showing my dad like that. So I took those videos down. But they were brutal, man. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Goat. I caught your thing, but so my dad's up there, I mean, on the highest doses of pain medication that they could give someone. Literally out of his mind, and they had him sign over everything to them. Because I wish the will was right here. I'm not going out there in that night air because little Miss Prep would be mad at me. But one day I am going to show that will on here just to show. Look, I got done wrong, man. My mom wanted me to have everything. Her truck, everything. And their parcel of land, everything. But nope. My daughters, they saw an opportunity and seized it. And, yo, what's up? I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat. I can't do it right now. I ain't gonna be able to last much longer. I'm trying to hang in there. And like I said, the channel is under attack, so please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. It don't cost nothing. And, I don't get paid per subscriber, all right? But I'm taking your advice, Moose Man, but the channel is under attack. Let's just put it that way. So, if y'all could, please subscribe to the channel. I'm just going to outwork them. And, there's certain individuals that are really upset that I got more subscribers. And I don't get it. It's not a competition. Well, now it is, but it wasn't a competition. Because, I'm not going there. Most man's going to get me. And I'm trying to. But anyway, the channel's under attack. So please subscribe to the channel. Trust me. Please subscribe to the channel. You will be doing me a favor, and it will be a justification when certain channels see this channel grow. That's all I'm going to say about that. So that's why I say please subscribe to the channel. You know, because you're like X and all, you know, he knows it's just a number, but apparently some people don't like that. But it's because I get out, I wear my heart on my sleeve. No, all right, Moose Man, I ain't saying another word about it. I ain't saying another word about it. I'm going, no, I'm not losing that dollar, bro. So, but, you know, really, it's not so much about the dollar. It's me respecting your opinion, because I do look up to you, and you are a mentor to me. And so I'm trying to learn to listen. Okay. That's another reason why I'm in a lot of pain, because I just knucklehead and wouldn't listen to people. But just please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that, you all. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And when this video's over, or any video, if you want me to subscribe to your channel, because if you put the link up, it shuts the live down for a minute while I sub. And I'm just not a tech guy. I have a hard time. If Little Miss Prepper was awake, she would have it on subscribers mode only. I used to know how to do that, but like I said, you know, a little bit of brain trauma and all from that. I can't remember. I have memory issues. I got CRS. Can't remember shit. But anyway, if y'all could please subscribe, you just help old boy out. You know, I'm just an old guy. You know, just trying to make it through life. Life's been hard on me, but I count my blessings. I praise the Lord every day. All right, you know what? Just give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe right now. All right, I subscribed and I'm back. I did it. All right, I subscribed. I subbed to that channel. You know, so you know, y'all watch my channel and y'all sub. I'll sub y'all's channel and watch it the most I can. Now, I put so much work into my channel, it's hard to watch other channels. But I do take time to watch XOG's channel, because I love it. I love his channel, man. It's great. So, if someone could drop his link to his channel, you know, for other people to subscribe, because XNYCOG Prepper's channel is awesome. It really is. He's a good man, a real man, when men were men. You know, us OG guys. And, ooh, my stomach's hurting. So, yeah, but it's very irritating. Well, you know, that Kane self-defense, that's good stuff, man. But yeah, he does clown around. It's very entertaining. And, you know, surprisingly, you know, he's got, you know, he's got a lot of subscribers, you know. And it's because he's very entertaining. It's very entertaining, X. You're very entertaining. So when I do get a chance, you know, I'll watch your channel, man. And I'll try to watch all y'all's channels. It's just, you know, I thought it was raining. I was fixing to have to get the dogs in. Whew, I'm glad it ain't. I don't want to deal with that. Because I got some stuff. I went and got some of my stuff and brought it back here, because I got to do some close quarter combat training with some people. So I had to get my airsoft stuff, and wow, I got a lot of airsoft stuff. Really, most of it was given to me. I haven't really bought any of that stuff. I mean, I know generous people, and I get a lot of respect. And I teach close quarter combat, and then somebody be like, "Yo, bro, here you can have this, you can have this," and cause I'd be like, "Man, I really like that," and he's like, "Well, I got 3 of them here, you can have one." So I'm blessed. I don't know, that might be rain.
The boys need to come in.
You want me to do it? I got my drawers on, baby, and I'm live.
Okay, well, I mean...
Okay, alright, I gotta let the dogs in, so I'm gonna have to get off of here, cause it's raining out there, and I ain't leaving my dogs in the rain. But y'all check out X's channel too, and it stopped for a second, but I went to make a video, All American Prepper versus Mad Chad in the ring. Yeah, that's cool. Make it, X. I love that kind of stuff. And make sure you tag my channel in it, okay? Like old Onion something, man. Because these guys were. No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm not losing that daughter, but this dude Onion, he made a video and tagged me with it, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Thank you, X. Appreciate that, brother. It was awesome. And he was clowning and all, but I enjoyed it. So that was one video I was tagged in that I enjoyed. So, tag me in it. That way, people can see it. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate that, man. Like that Canadian Prepper video we did. That was awesome, man. A lot of people really enjoyed that. And we were just clowning, having a good time. It was fun. We had a good time when you were down here, brother. $1? What? You just want $1?
You said his name.
Oh, I did say his name. I knew I was going to lose that $1. I knew it. I was just reading, though.
You said his name.
But, yeah. Even if you watch a prior video, I'm like, I'm probably going to lose that $1, but I'm going to try not to. But, dang it, OG. You got me to say his name. And Moose Man betted me $1. I couldn't not go without saying his name. Oh, I'm not mad at you, OG. I still want to see that video. But I'm so disappointed in myself. I've really been trying hard not to do that, bro. Now it's double or nothing. $2. All right. Okay, cool. Appreciate that, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. I am trying. Because I really am trying. Side bets are the best. Yeah, they are. Well, it's just a challenge, because, even me, a true friend will correct you if you're doing something wrong. Even if you get mad at them. So if you got a true friend and he's like, "Yo, bro, you shouldn't be doing that," don't get mad at him for trying to help you out, because I do tend to get off the rails sometimes, and Moose Man is a mentor of mine. I look up to him. I love him. I trust him. I would do anything I could for him. He helps me out a lot. And it quit. All right, I'll turn it off. My wife is hot because I got the heater on in here. Baby, 3 shirts tonight. This is a 3-shirt night. And I get cold when I get all sweated up. I suspect that's another reason why I'm sick.
Yeah, even...
Uh-oh. See, when my little dog is panting, that's my temperature gauge. It's a little dog. And when she's panting, it's hot in here. So I don't let it get too hot in here with the heater on, but I'm still cold. Man, y'all pray for me, please, because I don't know what this flu is just really knocking me down. But it's been a blessing also, though, because I've been praying a lot. You know, these trials and tribulations bring me closer to God. They do. They bring me closer to God. So when something bad's happening, I just say, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus," because it's just a reality check, and you know, like X says, you know, and that's solid advice from XOG. He says, don't just turn to God when you need Him. Now, I hope I'm getting this right, X, but correct me if I'm wrong. And just put how you say it in the comments. You know, don't just turn to God when you need Him. You know, always turn to Him, even when you don't. Ain't nobody talking shit anymore because I told them that Moose Man was right and they should stop. But anyway, I'm proud of you for standing up. Thank you, brother. Thank you. But I ain't gonna talk about it no more because I will lose that $2. Because that was demonic. Because man, I was really angry. I was angry. And I don't like being mad. It's not healthy to be angry. You know, I don't like being upset. I don't like being angry. You know, I don't like it. And I do have anger issues. I'm not even going to lie. I don't lie, man. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I do put too much of my business out there. But I'm working on that too, Moose Man. Yeah, they did, X. I saw the videos you made. And I do appreciate that. That was cool. Thank you for that. But I'm trying to stay away from that topic so I don't lose my $2 now. You know, I mean, like I said, a real friend will check you and say, look, man, you shouldn't do that. So when a real friend says you shouldn't be doing that, don't get mad at them for it. You know, just think about it and be like, you know, they're probably right. They're probably right. Yeah, Moose Man. They're probably right. Like, Moose Man is right. He's right. He's absolutely right. You know, like I said, if you're just being verbally attacked by someone and they're not trying to physically harm you, the best way to deal with it is do not respond and just outwork them. That's really the best way to deal with it. So, you know, I'm trying to outwork them. This dang old illness is keeping me down, but I'm doing the best I can. Sticks and stones. Yep, yes, sir, Moose Man. You're right. Sticks and stones.
The dogs.
Oh, I gotta get the dogs. Little Miss Prepper gonna get me. And I am wore out. I really pushed myself hard just to be able to go these 2 hours. So I appreciate you all being here. Please subscribe to the channel. And you know, I do a lot of teaching and instructing and stuff. And sometimes I have nights and I just gotta get up and talk. So thank you all. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. I love you. And have a blessed day. But if I don't get them dogs in, Little Miss Prepper gonna get me. And don't leave your dogs out in the rain, man. That's not cool. Alright. South America Prepper. Stay ready. Stay dangerous. And know you're blessed because you're able to breathe. For that, peace. Have a blessed day. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, X and Moose Man. Love y'all. Take care. And Bushcraft Rebooted. Thank you all. I'll get back on here when I can. And again, everyone, please subscribe. There's a reason for that. Thank you. I gotta get them dogs or I'm gonna get in big trouble.
Okay.
See, she's hollering at me now. I gotta go.